everyone, I'm Lauren from My Something Beautiful Life, and I'm so excited because I have a bunch of the new Petite planners from ERIN CONDREN to show you today. I was sent these for free, but Petite planners are one of my absolute favorite things from ERIN CONDREN. I use them all the time in my planning. It's definitely one of my constants in my planning system. And I'm so excited about all these pretty new books. They have so many new fun designs coming out, and so let's just jump right in and I will share them with you. These are all available on the website now, so you can find links to them in the description below. And I'm just so excited to show you all these pretty new designs. So the first thing that we have, this is a new on-the-go folio, and this is the Wildflowers pattern. And for those that aren't familiar with the Petite Planner system, they have tons of these smaller planners that are in these cute little notebooks, and they all fit into this folio. It's actually very similar to a traveler's notebook style. It has the elastic strings inside, and all of the books just fit into the strings in here. You can actually put 4 of them in here at one time comfortably, but 4 of them is what it's made for. There are 4 elastics in here. And then it just has this elastic that just goes over it and holds it closed for you. But I love how customizable this system is. Not only do you get to decide the planners that you put inside your folio, but then also if your needs change, you can always swap out one book at a time and exchange it with something that would be more beneficial to you at that moment. So I absolutely love the flexibility of this, and that's just one reason why this is one of my favorite planners from ERIN CONDREN. They do have one more folio that's being released, at least that I'm aware of. There might be more than that, but I think there's just one other one, and it's also really cute. I'll put a picture of it over here so you can see, but I think these are just so pretty. This one, I'm really impressed with just how soft the colors are. It's this off-white color in the background, and then it just has the very subtle flower pattern on it, which I just love. And I'm really obsessed with the wildflower pattern to begin with. It's just so pretty. I never used to be a floral person, but some of these flowers that they come up with, I just love them. I will say I'm picky with the florals patterns that I like, but this is one of my favorites. So some of the things that I have to show you today, this is the new Daily Petite Planner, and this is the first one, so it's January to March. I also have the Holiday Prep Planner. This one is the new Wellness Log. There's the Budget Book, and then this is a lined journal. So the Petite journals are just a little bit different than the planners. So I'll talk about that in just a second. But then also I have the new on-the-go folio organizer insert. This is my absolute favorite accessory that goes along with the Petite planners. They are so helpful for just adding extra space and some pockets in with your on-the-go folio. And this one is so cute. Look at the cute little asterisk pattern on it. It's foiled in gold. And I don't know for sure. This actually feels like a little bit thicker material than the previous ones were made with, but I'm just so excited about these. Really, like if you're going to use the on-the-go folio system, grab these because they are the best thing for adding just a little bit of extra space to it, because this doesn't have any pockets in it. And so this can be your pockets. It can just be decoration. It can be functional. So right here on the front, you have these 3 pockets. They're a little bit bigger than credit card size. On this side, you have 2 pockets that are a little bit larger. And then on the back, you have 1 large pocket. And this one is really great for holding sheets of stickers, and it works really well with the on-the-go folios. So how you put this in is you just insert it, but behind all of the elastics, before you actually put in your planners. It has these little cutouts right here for the elastics to fit in. And then you just put your planners in over it. I'm just going to briefly do this so you can see. So once you put your planners in there, then everything will fold up and stay together. I cannot say enough good things about this insert. I actually use quite a few on-the-go folios and with different various planners inside. And I have one of these in all of them because I just love them that much. Okay, so I have not looked through these Petite planners yet, and so I wanted to flip through all of them with you. Another thing that they did send me were these new dual tip dot markers, which I actually just pen tested these in another video, and so I will link that right up here in case you want to see that too. But these are really awesome. I do love them. My favorite part is that they don't bleed through the paper. The colors are really pretty, and I hope that they come out with more of these. I've had the dot markers before from other companies, and they bleed through the ERIN CONDREN paper really bad, which is amazing because the ERIN CONDREN paper is actually really thick, and so I was shocked. But they are just very, very inky, and these ones are not that inky, and so they don't bleed through. So there's those markers also, but let's get to the planners. Okay, so like I said, this one is just a journal. Basically inside it's just lined paper. They also have another journal that has the productivity layout, and this is just the lined version. I really love this cover. So I'll be honest, I've been kind of not a huge fan of the mid-century circles pattern, which is what this is. But this color combination on here with the rose gold foiling, I really love it. So I think this is actually one of my favorite covers from all of these, I'll be honest. I think this is really pretty. So the Petite journals are a little bit different because they don't have a pocket in the back. They are simply a notebook. I use these all the time. These are my go-to for when I need a notebook for a specific purpose. This is what I always reach for, is the Petite journals from ERIN CONDREN. I just love them. The one thing I'm kind of sad about is that they don't seem to be doing dot grid notebooks anymore. I heard that it's because they actually don't sell very well, which is odd to me because I thought dot grid was really popular, but they have not released a new dot grid one in a while, so I really hope that they do because I would love more dot grid ones. But I also love lined, and so I was excited about this one too. The next one I have to show you is the budget book. I'm actually going to move some of this out of the way so that I can spread this out a little bit better. I believe they actually have a couple different covers for some of these planners. Some of the regular ones, like the budget book, the meal planner, and the wellness log. I think they actually have a couple different cover options for these. So this is the one that I was sent. It's very colorful and fun and bright. So inside, you just have your title page. You get some savings trackers right here at the beginning. And then it jumps right into your monthly overview. They do have some of the categories labeled out. And then they also have some that are blank, so you can customize it to what fits your own budget. What I am grateful for is that they do not list individual items within these sections. So if for whatever reason these sections don't work for you as it's laid out, you absolutely could just change the heading and make it whatever you need it to be. I also love this overview page that has future purchases, future bills, and savings goals, as well as these 3 boxes here at the top that you can use for whatever you need to. And then you get, I believe it's 4 pages of spending trackers. Yes. So these, you could always use it as one ongoing list. You could also use it for different bank accounts or different categories. So if you wanted to track like your grocery budget on one and your spending money on another, things like that, like break it up, you could do it that way, or just use it as one big tracker for everything that you spend, or for if you have different bank accounts, you could do one for one bank account, one for another, one for a credit card. However you spend money, you could always break it up that way too. And that is how each month looks. So it's the overview page, and then you get the spending tracker pages. This is a 12-month planner. It is undated. And I'm trying to see, some of these planners, they have like reviews every few months. I don't think this one does. I'm not seeing, yeah, it's just the months throughout the whole thing. But then I think at the back, there's usually pages. Like I said, I haven't looked through these yet, so I'm just assuming based on what the other versions have been in the past. Okay, yeah. So after the 12th month, you have debt trackers. There's another page of debt trackers, and oh, that's it. Okay, oh, because the savings trackers are in the front. So they moved the savings trackers into the front this time. And then the debt trackers are in the back. Okay, so I do think that's a change from last time. I think they were both in the back before, and I think they both actually looked like this and not this layout. What I'm missing from it is that there's no like note pages in the back at all, no extra writing space, no space for goals, anything like that. So if you wanted to track anything like that, well, I guess there's the goals on the monthly page. Yeah, you could put goals here. I do love that this system is not complicated. It gives you your basic overall budget. You do have some room here for things that you need to plan for in the future. And then, of course, your spending tracking, which this is crucial for me and my budget. If a budget planner had nothing other than these, that's the page I would need the most. So I'm glad that it does have that. All right, and then in the very back, the Petite planners, not the journals, have a pocket right here, and they come with a sheet of stickers that match the planner. So here you have some cute little financial stickers, and they are foiled with like a holographic rainbow foil, which is really cute. I love the cute little savings piggies, but these are just really fun to add into your planner also. So that is the new budget book. The next one that I have here, this is the new Wellness Log. So again, you have the title page. This one has some tips in the beginning on how to use it and just some things to keep in mind while you plan. Here's a checking in page right here at the beginning. And there's a wellness goal setting guide with space to put your wellness goals and action steps, which I love because I always like to think of a goal as the end result that you want, and the action steps are how you get there. And then it just jumps into the weekly pages. So each spread is for 1 week. You have a food log here, or you could also use it for meal planning if you wanted to plan your meals ahead instead. And then you have some weekly self-care. On this side, you have a section called Movement for the Week, and then some healthy habit tracking. You can add in your own habits here at the bottom. And I love how this is open so that you can customize it however you want. We all do exercise differently. And so this gives you plenty of space to just track it in the way that works for you. This is a 6-month planner, and it is undated also. I think with the exception of the daily planner, all of the Petite planners are undated. So after each, I think, what is it, like 4 or 5 weeks, there is a monthly progress page where you can review how last month went, the progress that you've made on your goals, and what you're going to work on for next month. And then it goes into a new set of weekly pages, and it does switch colors, so that's kind of fun. I like that the colors change up over time. And these look like they're more of like a jewel tone. That one's not really jewel tone, but they're a little bit more bold colors. They're not pastels at all. And I think there are, did I pass it already? I think there's usually like a quarterly check-in or something. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the monthly ones. Yeah, I think it's just the monthly ones. But then at the very end, you have, oh, that's just the monthly one too. Is that it? Oh, okay. So you have your monthly progress here on this side. And then instead of doing a future month, you have the celebrating the progress over the past 6 months. So this is kind of your 6-month review. And I'm not seeing like a quarterly thing or anything like that. So every month you get the progress report, and then at the beginning and at the end you have a check-in. And then of course at the back we have our cute stickers. I love the colors of these, the purple with the teal, super pretty. And these ones have gold foil on them, which is really fun. So this is the Wellness Log. And I do love this cover. I think the colors of it are really pretty, and I love the leaves. Okay, so the next one I want to show you, this is the Daily Petite Planner. And like I said, this is January to March. They have one for every quarter, so there will be 4 of them for the whole year. And it looks like this year their theme is the Wildflowers pattern, which is, again, so pretty. I love how it has these little foiled dots there. I don't know if you can see them very well, but it's just such a cute little accent against the flowers. Now, the Daily Petite Planners are actually my absolute favorite daily layout of all time. I often will use the Daily Duo that's coiled, and then I use the On the Go Folio and the Petite Planners for things that are more specific, like the Wellness Log is one of my absolute favorites. I also really love the Meal Planner, but even though I tend to use the Daily Duo, the Petite Planner Daily is actually the daily layout that I love the most. And I'll show you why in just a second. First of all, you get your monthly calendar for, you have January, February, and March in here. So you have those 3 spread out throughout the planner. After the month, you get your daily pages. And so what I love about these is that there is no times on it. I feel like I mentioned this a lot. I like checklists. My brain works in checklists. And so for those that like things that are hourly, you can easily turn these into hourly sections or something like morning, afternoon, evening type of thing. And then you have your checklist. I usually use these for different subjects. I'll usually do something like work, home, and church and just kind of break up the different things that I have to do. And then I'll use the checklist just for anything else. And then down here, I'll use this for appointments and other things that are happening that day. Even in my Daily Duo, I actually end up setting it up like this. I just use a highlighter to make the bars where they have hourly slots. but I just don't work in hourly layouts. However, if that is something that you do, this could easily be adapted for it. I think they even have washi tape that lines up with it if you wanted to include the hours. But I really just love the simplicity of this layout. They do have the little monthly calendar again here. I know some people love this. I don't. It's not my favorite. I kind of wish it would go away, but I know it's really helpful for a lot of people, and so that's probably why they leave it. And another thing to note is that the weekends are split up. For me, again, this doesn't bother me. I can usually fit the things that I need to do in this amount of space anyway, but just something to keep in mind for those where your weekends are actually busier than your weekdays. You do have less room for the weekends. And so it just goes like that through the whole planner, and then you get February, and it just continues on. The colors do change a little bit each month, but overall these are actually pretty neutral themed planners. They do have a tiny bit of color like the flowers, and also on the days, I mean this one's more neutral because it's like a tan, but these ones that are more pinkish purple colors, I actually really love these types of colors in planners. They're not overwhelming, but it still gives you that little bit of color. So I really love the colors in here, but just something to keep in mind. And then let's see, at the very end you do have, is it just the two? Yeah, you get 2 note pages, and then you get your pocket in the back. You get a matching set of stickers, which these are so pretty. I love these stickers. I love that the colors on this match. And then you also do get this sheet of different things that you may want to keep track of in your planner. It says year-round heritage and awareness days, months, and observances. So these are things that you could add to your planner if they are things that you want to take note of. And I love that it tells you exactly which day it would go for. And then you do have some extra little stickers down here at the bottom of that. So those are the stickers that you get inside the Daily Petite Planner. And then the last one I have to show you is the Holiday Prep Petite Planner. And this one I've never actually seen in person, and so this is new for me too. I think the cover is really pretty. It's almost foiled, but it's actually kind of interesting. It's like a really muted foil. Like it's kind of foiled, but it's not as sparkly or obvious as some of them are. So we have your title page. How to use this petite planner has a list of some of the things that are on there. Checking in, what I'm looking forward to, my goals for this holiday season. I do think this is non-denominational, so it's not a Christmas planner. It's just a general holiday planner. So it really could be used for any holiday. There's an undated monthly calendar, and I'm wondering... Okay, so we're just going to flip through it because there's more than I was expecting. Okay, so then after the monthly calendar, month's priorities, ways I can take care of myself, ways I can ask for help, and a to-do list. I love this page. It goes back to my to-do list loving heart. Traditions. So it has this month's family traditions and new traditions to try or create this month. So you have a space where you can kind of plan out how you want the decor to look and feel, existing decor to use, new decor to get, and then it kind of breaks it up by area. You have outside, table, and then you have 4 spots for rooms that you can just choose how you would decorate and just write little notes about that, or maybe just list the items that you would like to put in that room. Holiday gathering meal plan. And so you have a whole breakdown of what you would serve, guest names, a shopping list, and a prep and cooking schedule. That's really cool. That is a lot of information on this page. The only thing I worry is that the shopping list would not be long enough, but maybe you can get the main things or just make it on another page. But I love that it's there, because then even as you think of things, you can add them to the list. Maybe it's just the things that you wouldn't normally think of. Oh, and then there's another one. Okay, so you get 2 holiday meal plans for the month. And then looking back, so this is kind of fun because you have a space for memories, traditions, something that made me smile, a surprising moment, a connection I treasured, and what I'm grateful for. So that's kind of a fun way to just recap the month and the season and any holidays that you celebrated and just kind of use it as memory keeping. So I love that aspect of it. And then it goes into another monthly calendar. And it looks like it just repeats the same thing over and over again, just with a different color. So you could do it all in a row, or if you just have one specific month that seems holiday heavy for your family, you could use this just occasionally as needed because it's all undated. It's not saying it specifically has to be October, November, December, anything like that. So there's another month. I wonder how many months are included in here. Okay, so there's 3 months worth of that whole setup. And then it looks like it goes into some other extra tracking pages. So here is a budget tracker, and it looks like you could use 1 page for each holiday because it does have the label at the top. So that way you can track your budget and spending for multiple holidays. So there's 4 of those. Holiday card planner and an address list. And this is actually kind of long. There's quite a few spaces in here. So that's nice. At first I was thinking it was just this page, but there's actually, so there's 2, 3, 4, 5 pages for names and addresses. Holiday gift list. This is probably one of the things that is the most important that I track. This is how I make sure that I don't forget anybody. Because when you're buying presents for sometimes dozens of people at a time, it can get confusing what you have got and what you haven't got. So I love this, and I love that it's a checklist. This almost looks like you would just do the names of people, but I wonder if you would have room to do the name and what you got them, just depending. I mean, it's kind of small. You could always go over, like do the names on this side and then what you got them on this side. I don't know. It seems like it's flexible enough that you could use it multiple ways. Then here's the holiday gift planner. How's that? Oh, okay. So this is the people that you would buy for. And then this is ideas of what you would get for them. This seems especially helpful if you're buying for kids or somebody who you would get multiple presents for. There's a lot of space here. Each person has their own box, and so you can put multiple gifts down and even the price for multiple people. And there's actually quite a few of those. So, oh, there's a lot of those. Okay, so I think you've got room for 24. You've got enough room for 24 people on here. So it's definitely more than just your kids, but maybe you have little things that you're getting for people too. Like you'd get one big thing and then like little things that might go with it, or just use it for one thing, or you could use it for a family. Maybe you're making like a gift basket for somebody. And so it's just a bunch of little things in one basket. So then you would have the list of each of the individual items. That's pretty useful. I like that page. And then there's a group gift tracker. Maybe it's just like the way my family works. I don't know what you would use that for. I'm sure this is something that people do. Okay, so if you have ideas, let me know in the comments how you would use this. And then you have a gift wish list and a gift price tracker. So this one I think is for yourself. What are things that you would want for yourself? Or maybe it could even be for other people. If you're just tracking what other people are asking for, then you could put that here. And then a gift price tracker so that you can track how much you're spending on each person. Gifts to order and gifts to mail. Also very handy if you have people that are not living nearby and you have to mail them their presents, or if you just order them online and have them shipped either to yourself or to them. I know we like to buy things on Amazon and then just have them shipped to the person who's receiving it. Definitely cuts back on not just the hassle of mailing everything, but the cost of it. Then you have gifts to wrap and gifts to deliver. I love that this is all broken up so that you can batch task your process for gifts. If you know there's a lot of things you need to order, or if you're just trying to track the things that you have ordered, that's really handy and definitely something that you'd need to keep track of to make sure everything arrives. And I just love the tracking capabilities of all of this. And then one of my favorite parts is the holiday baking tracker, because I love baked things, especially around the holidays. This is just a fun thing for me. This is one of my hobbies, and so I love this. And I do actually plan in advance the type of things that I want to make each year, so this is really cool to be able to go back and reference it. And then it looks like we have a couple dot grid pages, and then of course the pocket and the sheet of stickers. Oh, those are really pretty. Those are very holographic. And I love that it has the days of the week so that you can label the calendar too. Those are really fun. So I'm really happy with this. I think this is a fun way to stay organized for the holidays. And this would be such an easy thing to slip into your on-the-go folio with the rest of your planners and just have everything all in the same place. So if you're going to stores, you can take it with you and you'd have your holiday list plus your meal plans and whatever else that you put in there. Overall, I just really love the Petite Planner system. Okay, and so one thing I just wanted to show you last off really quick is putting the planner into the folio. So what you want to do is you want to find the middle of each book. So this is the journal, but you can kind of see where it is folded, and it usually just tends to open to that page. So you want to find that page and you just slip it into the elastics and slide it forward. You may need to adjust the elastics a little bit. Mine look like they're pretty good. In fact, I'm probably going to mess them up playing with them right now. But they don't have to be perfect. You just kind of adjust them until it all kind of just fits right. So there's the middle of the daily. I'll slide that one in. The wellness. And then let's throw in the holiday one. And then there. So they all line up in there. They are all fitting actually pretty well. And then you can just close the strap and you have your whole system right there. Easy to carry with you or just keep it all together at home, whatever way works best for you. But this is such a fun system and I just love how customizable it is. And so like I mentioned at the beginning, these are launching today. So if you want to go check any of them out, there are links to them down in the description below. If you love planner videos, I would love it if you considered subscribing. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.